Shalom, who praises the Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Harakah Kadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well, and shalom to the hopeful elect. This video, I'm basically gonna get into. I haven't got a title as of now, but I want to get into basically dealing with the fact that the Lord is in control of everything that goes on upon this earth. Okay. So I'm just going to get right into this. Proverbs 27:1. Boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. Alright? So when you wake up in the morning, jump out of your bed, whatever you start your day. You can, in your mind, you can say, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z, and blah, blah, this, that, and the other. But the Lord's already patterned your day. He's already, set forth what you're gonna do throughout the course of the day. Okay? As it tells you in the book of Proverbs 20:24, it tells you man's guides are of the Lord. How then can a man understand his own way? Alright? So off the rip, okay, the Lord is basically already instilled, your goings throughout your life, okay? So you can't even understand your own way. Furthermore, it tells you in Job the 33rd chapter about a man devises the way he may, devises the way that he may go, but the Lord directs your steps, and basically to take away pride from your heart, okay? So that, and even it says to deliver you from death, okay? When you read it, and ultimately it's to give glory unto the Lord, okay? Because he's in control of everything. As it tells you in Isaiah 55:11, the Lord, his words will not go out void. He's commanded instruction. To get a glimpse of that is the parable that Yahushua put forth, that spoke within the book of Matthew about not worrying about your day, basically, and not worrying about the things you're gonna do, because the Lord, he says, it says I can't remember what bird it is, but it says I believe I know it's not a pigeon, but I'm just gonna say a bird won't die unless the Lord sanctioned it, basically. And you're worth more than these birds, so don't worry about your life, basically. So the Lord has command whenever something's gonna happen to someone, and that's the same way with us, man. The Lord, basically, man's guides are of the Lord. How then shall a man understand his own way? But then going back to this Proverbs 27:1, it says, boast not thyself of tomorrow. So we shouldn't be saying that, tomorrow I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. Alright, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. Okay? And a good example of that, I had a different example set up, but you know what, this one just come to mind through the Spirit, so I'm gonna go with this one. Let me try to find it real quick. Bear with me, man. That's it. Okay. And you see, it actually goes into the parable I was speaking about. That's the Spirit. Alright, so I'll get this example for you. So this is Luke 12:16, and he spake a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentiful. Alright? And he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruits. Okay? And he said, "This will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods, man." Most High's ill, man. And I will say to my soul, "Soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry." But Yahweh said unto him, "Thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then those shall then whose shall those things be which thou hast provided? So is he that layeth up treasure for himself, and is not rich toward Yahweh." And he said unto his disciples, "Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, neither for the body what ye shall put on. For life is more than meat, and the body is more than raiment. Consider the ravens, for they neither sow nor reap, which neither have storehouse nor barn, and Yahweh feedeth them. How much more are ye better than the fowls?" Okay, so the main point being that this rich man is an example of taking thought of tomorrow. Okay, this rich man basically thought about tomorrow. I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. I'm gonna do, I've got so much riches. You know what? I'm gonna put this all up in the storehouse, and I'm just gonna eat and be merry and live a life of ease. But he didn't know that the Lord required his soul. Okay, and he basically boasted in vain. Okay, so I want to finish up with this, man. In the book of James. This is James 4 and 13. Alright, point being in 15, verse 15. "Go to now, ye that say today or tomorrow we shall enter into such a city and continue there a year, and buy and sell and get gain. Whereas ye know not." And you see a lot of these things are centered around garnering wealth and riches and all those kind of form of things. All right, whereby you dwelling on days and thinking, "I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that," whereas you know not what shall be on the morrow. For what is your life? It is even a vapor that appeareth for a little time, and then vanisheth away. All right, and that's our lives. We're here for a moment, and we pass away. So with that being said, the fact that life is short, it's as a vapor. 1 generation is it tells you in the book of Psalms that you will live for 70 years, but then another 10, but with great labor. All right, you can live to 80, but then that's the lifespan. That's 1 generation, and you're born again. But the history of man is 6,000 years. How many generations can you fit in with it? Now? Many. And only few men named echo in that time. All right, because what? Life is as a vapor. Okay. Verse 15. For that ye ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live and do this or that. Right? So, and that's what it is. If the Lord wills, we shall do this or that, because it's down to the will of the Heavenly Father. Right? Whether you're going to do X, Y, or Z, because it's all about His plans. Okay? My ways are not your ways. Okay? The Most High has a plan, and he has a way of executing things. Ecclesiastes 3 and 1 tells you to everything is a time and a season. All right? So you've been here to do, well, ultimately, we're here to be prophets of Yahweh Shem Yoshai. Everyone has a part to play. All right? And when you're basically called to, go on center stage and fulfill your role, that's when you'll fulfill your role. But it's all down to the Lord's timing. Okay? But now you rejoice in your boastings, all such rejoicing is evil. right? Because why you're not boasting in the glory of the Lord, you're boasting in your own vainglory, right? Therefore, to him that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, to him it is sin. So with that, I pray you're edified. Shalom.